Hello fellow travelers. We're breaking away from our usual fun videos today to report regarding the coronavirus and its effects on Las Vegas and travel to Las Vegas. We know you like to travel. We live here in Las Vegas, so we have a perspective here, and we're going to share that with you. Today is Monday, March 16th, 2020, and Misty's here to help me, of course, and Ely as well. We are reporting regarding what's happening here in the Strip. We have video from yesterday that we took on the Strip, but some of the things have actually changed since yesterday as this is rapidly evolving. So a little update from now at this moment from what we know from the news reports. Hotels and casinos, all the Wynn resorts, the Encore and the Wynn are closing tomorrow, I believe, and all the MGM properties are closing, which is about 11 of these here in town, which includes Luxor, Mandalay Bay, MGM, Bellagio. They're all closing for at least 2 weeks. That came out yesterday late after Clark County school districts and all the state's schools, public schools and private schools, were closed by order of the governor. So after that, following that, the casinos followed suit. Now, Red Rock Resorts, Boyd Gaming Resorts, and Sands Resort hotels are still remaining open at this point in time. They may close. We're not sure at this point if they're going to close. There is a total of 28 cases reported in today's newspaper. No deaths in Nevada. 28 in the state, about 9 are up in Reno area, and the rest are down here in Clark County, which encompasses Las Vegas. So everything is changing rapidly. We hope you stay safe wherever you are, and there's many travel restrictions throughout the world. A lot of conventions have closed, canceled their shows here, so that led to a lot of the closures of the hotels. Basically all the shows are being canceled or postponed. The Country Music Awards show is postponed until September. David Copperfield has closed his shows, Kelly Clarkson as well. The usual Penn and Teller is closed. Strip shows such as Opium are closed. I spoke with somebody from the ticket office yesterday at Bellagio about Cirque du Soleil, and she told me that they're closed at this point till May 1st. So that's kind of a rundown of what's happening. We also reported yesterday, and we'll show you in the future of this video, what's going on at grocery stores pretty much throughout the world, from what I understand, but here in Las Vegas it's crazy. There's a lot of people. The shelves are basically empty of lots of things. We went to a Sam's Club that we usually go to, as well as a Vaughn's supermarket. So we have some short video about that, so it'll be interesting for you to see that.
It's too busy. It's too a lot of people over there.
Yes, many people still. It's on a Sunday afternoon. March 15, 2020. The Las Vegas sign is still very busy. There's a long line of people waiting to take pictures. Now we're going to show the Strip and see how busy it is to drive through the Strip. And then we're going to stop and enter a couple of hotels and see what it's like inside. Several of the hotels have instituted restrictions. They've turned off some of their slot machines and video poker machines to not have people sit so close to each other. They're doing like every other one, and several of the sports books and restaurants have closed, or they're restricting the number of restaurant patrons at any given time so that people aren't as close to each other as they usually are. Here we are at the Wynn Resort, staring down the mall area that has very expensive stores, and there's not a lot of people here. Most people are just walking straight through there. Next here is a restaurant. I don't know if it's open yet during the day, but there's nobody here. And then as we're walking through, here comes the casino area. Here's some more of the stores, and walking towards the theater area, which is kind of early. The ticket office here usually has people waiting in line to buy tickets, and for the Cirque show here. And as you can see, the sign says it's temporarily closed. Here's the front of the Wynn Theater and the Encore Theater side by side. Now here's the casino. As you can see that there's a lot of the tables are closed. There's some that are open, but there's hardly anybody around. And then if you can see in the shows, here's the sports book. The sports book here is closed. They still have the TVs on, but it's closed for business. You can't place any bets here. Look at some of the slot machines. They have some of them turned off. That's to keep people from being too close to each other. They've advised to keep distance. So that's what you see here, why some are blue screens. This is the front desk, which people come to register to check in. That's pretty empty. And then here's other restaurants, fancy restaurants that don't have many people. And here's the buffet, which is closed. Most of the buffets on the Strip, if not all of them, are closed. So this is the Wynn buffet. The main basketball tournaments for college basketball were canceled last week, so a lot of people are disappointed in that. So that was a big source of revenue here, as T-Mobile hosted a big conference for the Pac-12 conference, and so those things took a big hit. So the financial impact to the locals can be pretty strong.
We are going to Bellagio now, and still a lot of people over here.
We're at the Bellagio, and there's plenty of parking where there usually isn't. Right here close to the door, it's all the little red dots mean that there's it's not available, but there's more parking still available. Here's the Bellagio garden. Usually it's full of garden things, but I think they're changing it out from the Chinese New Year, and I think this is actually expected. This is planned. It was not due to the virus issue, so I think this is normal. This is the registration desk at the front of the Bellagio. Usually it's a lot busier than this, but as you can see, it's very light. And then here's the casino floor of the Bellagio. Again, as you could see from this, it's not as busy as it usually is, and some of the slot machines have been turned off, and the tables are not as busy as usual. The foot traffic is definitely light, and so this is similar to the Wynn that we filmed earlier. The poker room here appeared to be open, but other places it's closed. And then we're walking towards the sports book. This sports book was also open, but it was extremely light. There's only a few people there, and they're basically the only thing it looks like you can bet on are futures in sports, such as the college football season, pro basketball, probably for next year, and things like that. So it's extremely light betting. The buffet, as you can see, the sign says it's currently closed. Usually these are packed, and there's a long line to get in, and it was closed. Here we are at the front of the Bellagio, where usually it's very, very busy with Uber people, as well as taxis and private guests coming into valet park, but there was hardly anybody there. Also people waiting to pick up taxis and their cars. And look at this, it's almost empty. And that's probably why they're going to close. And then here's the front area where Ely usually does her wedding photography in the evenings, and it's also very light traffic here. Here we are in one of the hallways, and we're getting outside, It's not a bad day. It's actually fairly warm. It's a bit windy and blustery, but we're going out to the overview of the pool area, which I assume is usually pretty busy, but it's not too busy today. These are areas that are going to be closed in a day or two. That at the time we filmed this, we didn't know they were going to be closing down the whole hotel and all the other MGM properties. Now here we move to Sam's Club that we shop at regularly. As you can see, the aisles have a lot of things missing already, and the top storage areas are also empty. Here's the cleaning products, and probably you all have also witnessed that in your own place. A lot of things are missing. So devastation, panic buying of things. It's incredible, although there really aren't any supply issues, but people are buying up and storing them. Coming this way, this is where the toilet paper, paper towels, and facial tissues are usually kept. And look at that, there's nothing to be seen here of any of these products. At Sam's Club, the frozen food section was hit pretty hard as well. Look at all the things that are missing in frozen foods section. And we came basically for a gallon of milk, and there was no milk, no eggs, and several other items were totally gone as well. So also the meat and chicken area, people were waiting while they brought out other meat to snatch that up, because the shelves on the meat section were basically empty. You'll see that in a minute. This is the area where they keep the bread, and look at this, it's all gone. We then went to a Vaughn's supermarket, and pretty much the same story. All these were where the eggs are, and they're all gone. We got a couple of gallons of milk. There was hardly any left. The cleaning supplies also are in short supply, and then the meat and chicken are also in short supply here. The same held true with the bread here. There was only a couple of loaves left. I had reported about the great prices of some of the hotels, but that's no longer valid since most of these are closed. So you can stay online and check things out there regarding any updates. As far as trying to stay safe, what I've read about this coronavirus is it's spread by respiratory droplets. So coughing, sneezing, it releases into the air the virus. If you get it into your respiratory tract, your nose, your mucosa, it can infect you. It supposedly stays up to 24 hours live in the air. That's what I read. And then on cardboard surfaces, up to 24 hours. With regard to plastics and stainless steel, it can stay up to 3 days live on there. So very important to disinfect things. Use diluted bleaches, which recommended to clean surfaces, and staying indoors away from other people would be a good thing. I think we can get this virus under control and limit the amount of devastation by doing all these things. So once again, stay safe, stay clean, do the disinfecting. Today's paper, one thing, says that there is a vaccine that has been prepared here in the U.S., and they're going to start today clinical trials on healthy subjects and young people that are healthy. And hopefully, it takes a long time. This vaccine probably won't be ready for another 12 to 18 months, they say, but there is hope. So some good news on that front. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this video, and so you know, Ely and I will continue to make more fun videos, and hope you subscribe and like our channel and watch, and hope this video was very informative for you. Okay, stay safe. Ciao.